summer 2002.
Sports coverage of the NFL is
so it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Play clock winding down. To throw is Wentz. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And now running right through it. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready. On first down, Warner. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking to throw. Warner. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he is knocked down from the side. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They run with LT. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, LaDainian Tomlinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. On the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? They got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
On 1st and 10, Warner, incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake. Warner. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Warner. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw again. Warner. That's complete right around the 8. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw. Warner. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Let's go.
They'll run it with Kamara. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You gotta protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On first down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Counter, it's Tomlinson. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bucking the trend a little bit, going against the advanced metrics twice on this drive now, going for it on 4th, but hey, 2 for 2.
Yeah, and the advanced metrics, those are the ones that you and I are used to. Welcome to Madden NFL football, my friend. They're going to go for it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Running right through him. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And Davis has it over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Here we go.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before break. Warner, he's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Tomlinson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Wentz going to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Watch it now. Leopard. Here we go now. Back in that Philly. Here we go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
A big play for the Saints on third down. 43 yards.
Green, gone!
Throwing on first down. Warner. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off play action. Warner. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And this is Tomlinson looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 4th. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Busts through the tackle, and he is going to field that one. Knocked down hard at the 14. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down. Warner. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Again, it's Kamara. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On the ground, this is Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him. If he gets lost, but this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Saints on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On the ground, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Nice move at the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Tomlinson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Chuck Pagano decides to go. It doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to throw. Warner. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Warner. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
The Saints on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Warner. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 6-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. shift together here from the D-line. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Third down and goal from the 6. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Oh, look at this. All they need is the field goal to win. They've got the offense out there. They're going for it on 4th and goal. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always paid lip service.
no Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real, real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it. Squad. 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 Okay, now we back to square one. It's hard to